Hello folks, it's Chris in Arena Recording Studio. Today I'm going to chat about something that I see constantly with all the beginners, all the guitar students that come into the studio, electric and acoustic players all seem to suffer from the same thing. Okay, and it's going to really have a massive impact on how you actually play with a little bit more of a relaxed feel and a vibe with your playing. And one of the big issues I see is when we've got somebody strumming a few basic chords, okay, what happens is all this is going on. And this is related really to one very tiny little thing that people tend to do. And it's this. And what most beginners kind of focus on really, rather than focusing on the quality again, they just kind of grip this. And I kind of play with my pick where it's like the capital D shape. I don't know whether you can see that, but it's there, with the pick actually coming out at 90 degrees to my thumb. Okay, so let me just see whether I can get a little bit on that. Hopefully that might make things a little bit easier for you to understand. And what happens is we all start to use the death grip, where we really do squeeze this, because the initial thing that happens when we start to play a few chords is that this starts to rotate, move around. So we naturally make the next step of squeezing this a little bit harder to actually stop it from rotating between this first finger and the thumb. Now, some people seem to be okay with this, but what I do notice with the students that I work with over the years, it's a very common thing, this is that it automatically, when you squeeze that pick, it automatically makes you pick more from your elbow. And then this pick kind of has no flexibility. That's probably a good word that I'm thinking of there. It has no flexibility. It's got no area to move because you've got it locked solid in that finger and thumb. So what it tends to do then is just literally, it digs in and you start to play with no quality or finesse. So you kind of get this. You know, where this pick is just, it's just hitting every string as a barrier, and you can't get over that. And it's all down, like I say, to this death grip that we have on this. So it's an easy fix, this really, and I think you know what's coming. It's just literally relax. Because when I pick with the death grip, watch my arm, my forearm movement. Doesn't sound great, does it? Because this is digging in on every single string, and I'm going like this, which is a lot of movement for an area that's only that big. If we relax this, then we can kind of become more floppy and more relaxed, and we get this. Now my pick is literally just rested in there. There's no pressure on that at all. It's just literally stuck in there by a very little tiny amount of probably oils in the skin or something. There's no pressure whatsoever. When I play anything on the guitar, I pick exactly the same way. This hand is totally relaxed. So if I actually move my chair a little bit, you can see how my pick isn't going like this. It's going like this. So forearm now. Now we go back to death grip, back to wrist. Sure, there's a song in there somewhere. Just a small time girl. Yeah, I think there might be a little bit of Journey in there somewhere. There's one that we might have to do soon, some simple covers for you that you can get out and busk with. Yeah, so I digress, which is, I'm very good at that actually. So again, you can see the difference with the soft grip and then the tensed grip. Now, one of the questions I get asked is, Chris, when I relax this grip, I suddenly find that I go back to this, moving around, it tends to develop a life of its own. And guess what? Over a little period of time of just persevering with it, we kind of get to the stage where when we're playing, we just do a little a little readjustment without realizing it. It becomes second nature. Subconsciously, we're correcting it all the time. It's just something that you have to go through. It might take 2 or 3 months, but you'll find that this then. Now, my picking technique is always the same, like I just say, from strumming chords to actually, it's all wrist, it's all nice and relaxed. And this is the key element that can transform all that massively. Just think about this. One of the things that you're probably better off doing is, rather than applying it with chords, simplify it and just literally get used to that feeling. Look at what the picking hand is doing. Don't look at this fretting hand. You know, when you once you know your chords, you shouldn't need to follow that really with your vision, because whatever you're looking at, your brain is focusing on. That's what it's trying to learn, trying to absorb. So if you're up there, you don't know what this hand's doing. So again, just relax this and then don't play chords. Just practice the strumming pattern. And then when you've got that down, think about, just stop sometimes, pause, and just like a camera, take a snapshot of where you are. Feel the tension in your body. Think, oh, there's a little bit in the shoulder there. You know, you're focusing on trying to eliminate as much tension as possible, because trust me, when you're playing, and I'll put some exercises on, some shreddy runs for all the shredders out there that like all that kind of stuff. What I'm going to do is I'll put some on, because it demonstrates again how important this very soft, relaxed grip is. It's not only just for playing lead guitar, it's for strumming as well. So think about it, and again, just keep it relaxed, totally soft, and see what happens. Okay, so hopefully that's a quick lesson there. If you do have any problems with your strumming or anything like that, or you can't seem to get strumming patterns nailed, just comment below and I'll get back to you. You know, it makes me day when you do contact me, and I can respond and hopefully send you on the journey of making great music together, which is what we're all on, aren't we? So as always, you know, give the channel a like and a subscribe, because it does help to get this content out there, and it makes me believe that there's somebody actually watching it. And also, as I always like to say, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you very soon.